I want to use the book of Acts as our foundation of how to become a saint. We got verse 30, but I'm going to read more than verse 30, right? So verse 30 says, um, and brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved? Okay. So it says, and when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely, who, having received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stocks. Now they threatened his life. I want to make that clear. In other versions, to let you know, they charged him with penalty of death if they got loose. All right, verse 25. And whoso received the charge thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stocks. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God, and the prisoners heard them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken. And immediately all the doors were open, and everyone's bands were loose. And the keeper of the prison, awaking out of his sleep, and seeing the prison door open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself, supposing the prisoners had been fled. But Paul cried out with a loud voice, saying, Do thyself no harm, for we all are here. Then he called for a light and sprang in and came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas. And they brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved? The response was, and they said, Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house. This is the start of becoming a saint. Another word for saint is son or daughter of the Most High God. As sons or daughters, we are servants of the Most High God on earth, right? We work in his vineyard, we work in his field until he comes, seeking to create disciples, whether by example, by the word, ministering the word, preaching the word, or whatever we do it all to the glory of God. And we try to demonstrate and live the life so that we can extract people from the kingdom of Satan into the kingdom of heaven. Many people will not hear the word, but they might see the word in action. In this particular case, he first saw the word in action.